caltrop is an area denial weapon designed to stop the enemy. The caltrop is a sturdy, simple, yet effective weapon no matter its position. Its purpose was originally designed to stop elephant and donkey attacks. It graduated to stopping tanks. And now, the caltrop is your defense against propaganda, polished lies, and manufactured outrage. It's free from counterfeit credibility and synthetic truth. However, inside the walls of the caltrop, you're going to be forced to think. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Mike Calderese is the caltrop.
Coming down the mountain from the heaven to the hell, the Mike Calderese, the caltrop, he never stops, so ring the bell. He bring the facts, he's been up every morning till we sleep. He get it deep, Mike Calderese, in your head and in your sheets. And we don't mind, and we don't care, Mike Calderese is the caltrop. And we don't mind, and we don't care, Mike Calderese is the caltrop. And we don't mind, and we don't care, Mike Calderese is the caltrop.
Good evening and welcome to the caltrop this awesome Monday morning, man. You know, it's the things that happen that you don't expect to happen, guys. I got to tell you, it is absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying myself. Are you enjoying yourself? I love this shit. I was born for this shit. I'm the fucking caltrop. I love it, man, because I'm your defense mechanism from bullshit. That's what the caltrop is, everybody. We are your defense mechanism from all the bought-off bullshit people that exist in this world. And if you have seen anything about me, it's that I don't care to be called anything. I've said this before. But, you know, it's interesting what goes on when you inject yourself into certain situations, okay? And I'm welcoming all of this. I had war declared on me today or yesterday, last night. I've had a number of things happen that are very interesting that we're going to talk about. Obviously, we have local drama that's going on. Interesting local drama came out of nowhere. We're going to get to that in the mic's right. But, you know, this is it's very interesting because what you're seeing is you see how I'm seeing how it happens. I'm seeing how they try to get you in their good graces. I see how the manipulation works and the buying people off works. They throw their money around and they create some type of indentured servitude because they feel like, well, they've given you so much money that you have to love them. And it's very interesting watching all of this take place and then watching people inject themselves into it and then not being able to handle it when I start firing back at them. Because, you know, everyone's used to everyone shutting up and everyone's used to everyone going away and everyone's used to everyone being easily intimidated. And then all of a sudden people stop being intimidated and people aren't scared. People aren't afraid to speak up. People aren't afraid anymore to be called labels. We, the people, are sick and tired of the double standards that are going on and the silencing bullshit and the lack of free speech and everybody's afraid. I had a family member tell me they had to stop Facebook because of me, because they don't want it to hurt their business. How does that make everybody feel? That family members of mine think that they're going to start getting attacked by some of the things that I'm saying. How does that make you guys feel? Because it pisses me off. And I try to be happy all the time. You guys know me. I try to joke. I try to have fun with all of this. But, you know, I see a group of people that you have no representation, but you live in fear. You can't speak. You can't talk, you can't do it. Well, I'm in a position where I could do it. And I'm telling you, the story I'm going to tell you tonight and the olive branch that I'm going to give out. And then we're going to get into Tyler Oliveira's video, his new video, and what he did was brilliant because he went and talked about a different invasion with a different group of people. And guess what? Nothing's been canceled so far. But we're going to tie all of this stuff together on how money dictates everybody. And then once they give you a taste of the money, you can never go against it. You can never go against them. And that's happening. What happened to me today is a microcosm of what takes place all over the state, all over the country, all over the world. And listen, the caltrop is going to be here to tell everybody to fuck off. Because I'm in a unique position to be able to do so. And I can't wait how they start coming at me. After this, you guys have declared war on me. Then war shall be had. That's all I'm going to say. But let's start the show off right. With the mics right. Silence yourself and listen. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you the story because to me, this one matters. About a month ago, maybe a little bit over that, I get a message from George Sullivan, the Silencer. That's right. That's the nickname. The irony is undefeated. Irony is truly undefeated. He reaches out to me, not the other way around, people. He reached out to me, and it was friendly, respectful because we've known each other since we were kids. The way he built it was life-changing. He said, bro, I might be able to get you an interview with Richard Roberts. This could change your life. I really hope he allows you in his life because it will be the best thing that ever happened to you. It will change my life. Change my life. And right there, I already knew what that was. This wasn't a conversation. This was a sales pitch. That's, hey, bro, maybe we can make this whole problem go away. If you just shut up, stop, and this billionaire will take you in. Like I'm Fievel Mouskowitz escaping Russia. But here's the issue. I'm not for sale. So when I didn't bend and when I didn't kiss the ring and when I said what I actually think, everything changed. Now all of a sudden we got posts being made about me. Slick ones, subtle ones. You know the type. No names. But everybody knows it's about me. I'm the one calling out his billionaire sugar daddy. So I sent him a message straight up. Yo, man, has this last post about me? His answer? No, bro, it wasn't about you. It was about somebody else. Meanwhile, his billionaire buddy is tagging me in videos, calling me out directly and throwing every label at me like it means something. So now we're in this weird game of, I didn't say your name, but I totally meant you. But don't worry. I'll make a post saying it's not about you. And he actually did. All right, cool. I see what we're doing. So I let it breathe. I didn't talk about it. I moved on. I start covering other issues because I'm not obsessed. And I thought it was honestly getting a little repetitive, utterly crushing Lakewood, New Jersey every day with the obvious ridiculousness. And it was fun. But I wanted to show you I could talk about other issues. And I don't just shut up when something matters. Then this Sunday hits, Easter Sunday. 2 weeks after I even mentioned them, and boom, more posts, same energy, same direction, posts about me, but not mentioning me. And I realize it once again. And I think, okay, well, this is obvious. So I test it. I comment one simple line. Nobody is above criticism. That's it. That was my comment. That was my test. And what was the response? Chest puffing, veiled threats, telling me to be a man. And then, of course, the greatest hits album that they could come up with, the you're a racist, you're an anti-Semite. And of course, the classic closer, now it's war. War. It's like, buddy, you don't declare war on somebody who lives here, who you grew up with. Even though your people are good at declaring war. I didn't think that was what we did. And this is what I do. I talk, I challenge, I push. And when someone tries to intimidate me into shutting up, that's when I get louder. So I accept your war happily because I will not be silenced. I will silence the silencer. Now, here's where it gets weird. This morning, I make a video. Just having war declared on me, I strike first. This is what happens when you fuck with me. And suddenly, a few hours, a few thousand views, and many comments later, I get a message from his wife. Pulling a Will Smith, keep my husband's name out of your mouth, and then all caps, shut it down. Not anything nice. Now, let me be very clear, because I'm not a scumbag. I don't bring wives into this, ever. My wife's not messaging anybody. I handle myself. So I don't know why that line got crossed. But I'm going to handle it with respect because I do respect families. And I told her I don't want to be dealing with somebody's wife in a situation where we should be dealing with it. So here it is. Calm, clear, and public. George, I've always liked you, bro. This was never supposed to be you and me. You injected yourself. So I'm giving you an olive branch. Actually, 2 of them. Olive branch number 1. You step back. You stop the posts. You stop the bullshit shots. And I will never bring you up again, ever. Done. Silence yourself. Because you clearly don't want this. Olive branch number 2. You want me to shut up for real? Then prove me wrong. Let's do it the right way. Let's pull the numbers. EBT usage, SNAP, Medicaid, special needs programs, state-recognized marriages versus religious ones, and about a dozen more. Then let's compare those numbers to your surrounding towns. Let's look at how the laws are structured and how the laws are manipulated. Let's look at who benefits and how. Real data, not feelings, not insults, not videos, but numbers. Because if I'm such a liar, man, I've been saying this a lot. This should be easy for you. You sit down, show the truth, and I'll shut up. And you get to keep your nickname. That's the deal. But I bet you won't do that. None of you will. Because it's easier to insult than prove. Easier to label than debate. And easier to threaten than be right. So here we are. George, this doesn't have to go any further. Publicly apologize for the call-outs, for the accusations, not for anybody else, but for me and you, and we are done. Clean, respectful, over. But if not, then understand something clearly. When people try to silence me, when they escalate, when they make it personal, I don't back down. I don't go quiet. I definitely don't go easy. You asked for this. Now the question is, do you guys want peace? Or do you want to see how far this actually goes? Because I've only just begun. And as you can see, I respond hard. And I went fucking easy. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I will not be fucked with by any of you. So it's your choice. How it goes from here is up to you. Your daddy and your community. And I honestly cannot wait to see what happens from here. Because if you haven't realized this by now, this is fun for me. And you guys are in panic mode. That's the Mike's Right. I hope you listened. Woo, boy! Listen, it's gonna be one of them weeks. It's gonna be one of them weeks, man. You guys have got me fired up. You got me just fired up, lit. They lit me a fuse. And we want to play some games with me. We could play some games. Listen, if just for clarity, everybody, he has had an open invite to come on the show. If he messaged me right now, I would send him the link and we could talk about this. You know, I wanted conversation. I want conversation. Every one of you that has been watching me for how long knows I want conversation, because when you don't have conversation, this is the stuff that happens. People make up their own conclusions. They formulate their own bullshit. You get veiled threats and you get wannabe intimidation. And you know, I wish I could say that this was him, but I know it's the other guy pulling the strings. They're the people that want to shut me up. They're the people that want to shut me up through intimidation and not through actually shutting me up the proper ways like I offered my olive branch out to. And listen, it doesn't have to be with me. Do it with anybody. Show the numbers. Show us the real numbers. You want to start putting some myths to bed, Lakewood community? Then great. Let's provide them for us. Let's see how many real legit marriages you have in that town versus how many are recognized by the state. Let's start right there. That should be a really easy number for you guys to produce. If every one of your marriages are recognized by the state, this should be super easy to prove. Prove it. And then you know what? You wouldn't have people saying it. But the saddest part about this is it's almost like you want it said because you want to be able to fall behind that hate. You want to be able to have people like George be able to just look at everybody and say, oh, you're full of hate and you're just hating on this community and you're the racist and you're the anti-Semite. These are very clear, easily definable numbers. Give us the real numbers. I'll shut the fuck up. I promise you. I'll move on to a different topic. The question is, why have you let me go for 4 months now, ripping into this community, and not one of you have been able to step up and shut me up? And the reason why is clear to everybody that lives outside that community. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. And what did you see take place here, guys? You saw a guy that I haven't spoke to, but I grew up with, that I know and I respect and I really do like. And I love the family. You had a guy reach out to me and try to play me and try to get me in his billionaire friend's good graces, saying things like, oh, you don't understand. This guy is the greatest guy ever. It was one giant sales pitch after sales pitch. After, oh, no, you don't want to talk to him. He is probably the smartest guy in America. This is the most powerful man in America. Mike, he could change your life. Mike, he could change your life. And you know what? I have screenshots to back every last one of this up. You know, it's every one of them up. Listen, I haven't showered. I came right from doing this foundation today. By the way, Calderys Masonry, if you need any mason work done, hit me up. Look me up online, Calderys Masonry. But guys, like, they tried to see and they tried to test if they could get somebody that they knew that could be a bridge that would get me to be able to be paid off or bought off or brought into the community with like an arm around me. Like, come on, baby, just come in. You know, all you got to do is circumcise me with your mouth, but I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your life. That's what was tried. That was what it was attempted on me. And here is my response. I appreciate your effort. I'm sorry, bro, but tell him for me. You can't insult people like me in his interview with Tyler at every turn, calling me an anti-Semite and have thin skin for a joke. He posted the full interview with Tyler, and I don't believe he understands how he speaks. I'm trying to pump up his people, or in trying to pump up his people, he uses examples that make everyone non-Jewish look like assholes. That's just facts. The difference is I can listen to him be insulting and still want to talk to him. I really appreciate everything. I hope this doesn't come off like I'm talking shit on your friend, but I'm an honest person. I didn't think he talked to me, but I really appreciate you trying. That's the moment when everything went awry. That's when I started seeing the posts. That's when I started seeing I'm going to go after everybody that's going after Lakewood, you anti-Semite fucks. That's what was said. Right? Now, this is the progression, everybody. This is what I was talking about yesterday in my Easter message. If you haven't watched it, go listen, because I'm not a religious guy, and I said this in the message, but yesterday was about Jesus, and Jesus was about the truth. And he said, those of the truth will hear my name. And what I've noticed is what they did to that man is the same exact playbook that they're trying to do to everybody to today. It worked against him. It's going to work on everybody else. And once they try, if they can't buy you off, if they realize you're not for sale, what do? Oh, they try to destroy you. They try to intimidate you. They try to scare you. They go after your family. They go after your livelihood. This is what's going on. And this is going on everywhere. And I don't understand why we tolerate it any way, shape, or form. Let's get to some chats here. Lucky Lefty said, let's go. Never trust a man with two first names. They're laughing. Let's take a look and see how many times their houses are subdivided inside. That's Jack Burton 1337. Listen, this stuff is very easy to prove, Lakewood. This stuff is very, very, very easy to prove. Just get somebody to come on the show and prove me wrong. Get somebody out here with numbers. Not names, not labels. Get somebody out here with numbers. I want to know, for example, what I would love to do is this. And tell me which one of you guys in Lakewood are willing to do this. I want to go to a couple gourmet glots and see what their EBT rings are versus their credit card rings. I don't want names. I don't want any of that stuff. I want percentages. What percentage of people that are coming in here are using an EBT card at this supermarket? That's up to you guys. Then what I want to do is I want to go to ShopRite in Brick, Stop and Shop in Brick. I want to go to a couple in Toms River, a couple in Jackson, and see what their rates are. Let's get to the bottom of the real situation here. That way, we as Americans can stop calling each other names. You would think, if you're really interested in ending the hate, that what I'm suggesting right now is the solution. I am about solutions, people. Let's go through these numbers. But what are you going to hear? You're going to hear, oh, no, we're a private business. We don't have to give you those numbers. Why? Because is it like what one of the cashiers said? Every cashier that I heard ask, and everyone that's got in touch with me says it's upwards of 90%. One said 100%. One said 50%. So let's take 75. Is that the real number? Show me. And then you know what we have to do? Once you give me those numbers, I want to see what the state paid you. And I want to see if the numbers match. And then you know what? If those numbers match and it's 15% and the other towns are 10% or whatever it is, and it's not ridiculous, I am going to be the first one to look at everybody and say, guys, that's not true. I've done it with other items. I'm the only one that has actually defended you. On that Tyler video, I said very good things. I see positives. I'm not only about negatives. I'm actually trying to help you guys. I'm giving you guys solutions. To the average regular Jewish person out there, do you want to stop this bullshit? Because I do. Do you want to stop it? Then work with me. Let's get everything I'm asking for. Let's look at the numbers on it. Open the books wide open. If you have nothing to hide, and if I'm such a liar, and if everybody is just a racist, open it up and let's see it. And you watch a year from now, when I'm back up here, you guys mark this in your calendars, and you're going to realize, holy shit, they didn't respond to Mike, did they? No, they didn't. They didn't respond to him at all. Because the truth of the matter is, some people want to keep hate going. Some people benefit off hate. And what I'm bringing is not hate. when I'm bringing is truth. And all I'm looking for is truth. Wherever that goes, whether it favors my opinion or not. The great thing about opinions, if you're not full of shit, you could change them every once in a while. Because I thought we have brains, and I thought we didn't understand everything, and I thought we were wrong sometimes. I thought all of us were. I thought none of us were perfect. I'm open to being proven incorrect, and when I do, I will change my tune. Hello all. Hannah Katz. How you doing, Hannah? She says hi. Jerry Cow says hi. Let's check out the Rumble chat. Then we'll get into the Facebook chat. It's Johnny. Let's go. Let's go. Mama Duke's 100%. Mike. The boat. You got to love the boat, dude. I actually have the Bearded Viking Mead shirt on. I know they're not 100% with them anymore, but still love all of you guys. Let's go. Hey, gang. Great shirt, by the way, Cal. Dude, listen, man. This is the boat's artwork, bro. The boat is just such a phenomenal graphic designer. It's amazing. I'm not gonna repeat what Jersey Abe said. Some of his comments I just can't read out loud. I think George is dying now. Let's not. We could say that. Whatever. I don't know what Jacqueline's saying. Mama Duke says can't believe his wife stepped in. Yeah, neither can I, man. It's just very. Listen, and I didn't really even want to bring that part of this in, but I'm full. If you're coming at me, you know what? You declare war on me. I'm sorry, dude. You can't inject yourself. You cannot inject yourself if you don't want to be in this game. I'm in front of a camera every day. I'm in front of a microphone every single day. I'm not, listen, and I said on the thing earlier, like there's a real threat that this dude, he's a professional fighter. Who knows how many punches he wore in his head? Do I want to be in a street fight with this guy? No. I'm an out-of-shape fucking Mason contractor with bad knees, and at best, like today, I probably can't even make a fist. I'm gonna be punching with one hand and smacking with the other. My smacks guy, listen, but I know how to handle myself. I know how to fight. Do I want to be doing this? No. Will I? If it comes to it, I don't know. I guess shit will happen. But the thought of like, I'm getting messages saying, "Yo, man, this guy, he doesn't care. He will fuck him up." And you see these messages, and to me, it's just so amusing. And then you have the threats mixed in with the family members getting involved. I have an extra seat right next to me. All we have to do is talk. That's it. That's all we have to do. That's all I want to do. That's all I've been asking for. I don't want to be in this weirdo fucking like pissing contest. Even though it is great theater, it's great drama. I'll suck it up. I'll post it. This is great. This is great for me. I'm being serious, everybody. If you look at the page, it gives me something to talk about on a Monday. I don't have to spend the whole day making videos. This is great. I just wish it's handled like how it should be handled, like a bunch of men talking, saying this has gotten ridiculous. Why don't we have Rich just sit down with you? Oh, because he's mad I said Jew-splaining. That pissed them off. Yeah, okay. In my ass. Yankee 68 says they constantly claim what they are doing, i.e., bilking our welfare system is legal, but yet can't handle scrutiny, which proves about the legality. It's about being proper. Yeah. I mean, it's really basic. If you don't want to be called that you're doing things illegally, then show that you're not. But everything you have shown so far is that you clearly have a culture that likes to abuse welfare. What you have shown so far is you have a group of people that don't want to be even looked at, talked to. You can't say anything. You can't question them. If you do, you're an anti-Semite. Let's get to Tyler Oliveria. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let's check out the Facebook page before we get to Tyler, because this is the truth, guys. Like, I want you guys to see how the Indians in Texas responded to Tyler. Now they're doing the same thing. the same dirty things, but at least one group was open about talking about it. So the people didn't think they were really doing, some of these people didn't think they were doing something horribly wrong. They were way more open. You were able to talk to a lot more people. You didn't see a Mr. Whispers. You didn't see Rabbit. You didn't see any of this crazy shit, but you did see an invasion of one group of people allowed by your federal government. But I want to play this after I get to these Facebook comments. Wow, a lot of Facebook comments. Holy shit. Okay, let's get to some of these guys here. Okay, can we get a pay-per-view? Pay-per-view. Yeah, okay. Joseph, I gotta tell you something. Yeah, I'd have to train for a little while for any type of pay-per-view. I'll tell you the truth. I probably have 2 25-second rounds in my knees. I think I got that. I think I got at least 50 total seconds. That's with a 3-minute break. So 25 seconds, 3-minute break, 25 seconds, and I think I'm pretty good. Michelle says, Al deals, they call me kids brown and dirty. They're Spanish. What? Where did Al? I guess Al's out there. No, severe. Jersey Abe, where are you at, George? Where are you at, George? I mean, listen, here's the truth. Where are you at? I got to tell you something. Al says marriage certificates are issued in many states. You want everyone in Lakewood to come present their marriage certificate to you? No, Al, I think you should have some type of number on this, right? How many went through your churches versus how many got certified with the state? I think that's a really simple number. I don't want everybody showing me their see, this is why nobody takes you seriously, because you don't listen to what I said. And you say stupid shit like that. Did I ask everybody to come present their marriage certificate to me? No. But I think we could compare. Okay, you have, let's say, 120,000 religious marriages, and 95 of them are recognized by the state. That's a big discrepancy, right? How many official marriages do you have versus how many religious marriages? This is a very easy number to produce. And you're not going to sit there and tell me people that have kept a Bible for 3,000 years and have a Talmud or of every single rabbi that has spoke in forever creating law, you guys aren't going to have some type of records keeping system on how many actually are married and who's married to who. You have your own court system that handles those religious marriages. Let's stop playing games. This is the point to this entire thing. Let's stop playing games. All right, let's get to some Tyler Oliveria, because this was actually like very eye-opening for me, honestly. Okay. And I'm going to start. Where do I want to start with this? Okay. Increase in India. I'm from Hyderabad. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to start with where do I had these things labeled. I wish I had more time to actually set this all up to where it was, to where I could do this. kind of irritated right now. I apologize. But all right, let's start with this guy. This is really how it started. He's in Texas and he's talking about an Indian takeover. Okay. And I'm going to start off with the most racist guy on the planet, because this was just funny. I think we need a little bit of a re-break after this.
You're too expensive. We're going to hire Indian. But I haven't been able to find a job in IT since. And it's really sad.
And you know what? I don't have another home in India. I don't have another home in Bangladesh. I don't have another home. I can't move to Somalia. I won't be able to live there. I'll die. This is my home. The devil would say, well, you're racist. That's racist. According to the devil's dictionary definition of the term, I am racist.
According to the devil's dictionary at the time, I am racist. Fuck these people. But this is what you get. You have to have that guy. Of course, you have to have that guy. But what's that guy complaining about? He's complaining about people that are moving in thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Okay. This is the increase in Indians. Listen to this.
There's been a takeover in Frisco of the Indian population and a lot of concerned citizens, and I'm leading the way asking questions. And I made this because corporations own Frisco. I'm a lifelong Texan turned T-Mobile whistleblower. I started talking about H-1B because T-Mobile uses H-1B to employ foreigners while they're laying off Americans right down the street. You know, the Indian population in Frisco has exploded 33% of the population over the past 20 years, a 4,510% increase. And you know, there might be a lot of people here that are coming here legally, but there also seems to be some red flags with the H-1B visa program. And the question is, are Indian people using that to bring people over?
So you're telling me Frisco's turning into Little Mumbai at this rate?
That's what people like to call it these days.
Okay, so do you hear? I want to first off, if you haven't watched this video, Tyler Oliveria just released it. It's I just checked out the Indian invasion of Texas. Okay, and I was actually talking to him while he was in Texas doing this. But what did he say? What did that man just say? You had a 4,000% increase. 4,000% increase. You have a takeover. You have H-1B fraud, H-1B visa fraud. Why is it that every single one of our systems seem like they were designed to be fully taken advantage of? Fully taken advantage of. You had one of his guests, and this is about a minute and a half long, but she worked in India under the H-1B under the H-1B platform. She is the one that was basically approving or rejecting them. She was the one that was being forced to push these guys through. I have a couple videos involving her. The first one's called the halo effect. Listen to this.
And I warned people.
Are these H-1B visa holders superior to Americans in every way imaginable?
Absolutely not in screaming letters and OT, you know. So that's the halo effect that they have benefited from, essentially because of, you know, the Indian lobby. You know, everyone's benefiting in this whole like system, right? Like there's kickbacks that everyone gets. The visa back industry is there. So people have created this narrative. It's almost like information operations against the United States, right? Where
we are somehow inferior to the labor supply in India. Exactly. And I say India because 70% of the H-1Bs are coming from India.
Exactly, right. And there is a visa category that they could leverage called the O1 visa if they were indeed those, you know, super geeks or very smart people. But these are not exemplary individuals. These are run-of-the-mill people. But when they come here between the 16 to 45 years of age, and the ones who have basically taken the F1 visa route, and then they get sashayed into the OPT program, and then they get preferential treatment by the Silicon Valley managers and the various IT industry managers who are basically get seated in the H-1B managerial role. They would prefer their own Indian people because
obviously because that's, you know, you have cheaper people, but it's also you create your one insulated community. And this is what I don't understand about how we allow this in America. Like certain communities colonizing other areas of our own country. And one of the things that you hear over and over and over and over and over again from the people that are living there is they're from a different area and they all wanted to be that area. Okay. Listen to this. Let's play this. This is, I'm from Hyderabad. Listen to where everybody is from. First off, almost everybody he talked to were from specific sections of India as well.
They pay low here. Should I expose them? Low. Who's the manager here? Is there a manager here? Are you the manager? Are you the manager?
You have a
Yeah, I have permission. I'm here to ask you, are you paying F1 students illegal rates?
No students here.
No?
Everybody has a work.
You have paperwork?
Yes.
Yeah, you pay them legal rates? Are you sure?
Yes, sure.
Do you own the store?
I'm the manager, right?
What visa are you on?
I'm on a work visa.
On a work visa. H-1B?
I have a work visa. I don't want to reveal.
I was told on good authority there may be some F1 employees here being paid under the table illegal rates. That's what I'm asking you. Is that true or false?
Sir, this is a busy time.
Is it true
so
or is it
we
false?
We can talk outside.
Where are you from?
I'm from India. Hyderabad.
I'm from India, Hyderabad. I'm from Hyderabad.
Is that Hyderabad?
Yeah.
In India,
Okay, Hyderabad.
in the same state but in a different city.
What?
I'm from Hyderabad. Yes, I the same state, but different. But what did you notice, right? You're starting to see there's a lot of people that are talking to him. Let's play this woman. And, again, she brings up Hyderabad, but listen to how open they speak to him and think about the difference of when you saw him when he was in Lakewood. Okay. This is a group of people that they don't have a system where they're told to shut the fuck up because obviously there was no threats for them to be speaking to him. Listen to this woman.
The US give me the respect, job, and the good opportunity.
I'm planning to go back to India. So
Your daughter, is she a citizen of the U.S.?
yes, she is.
Okay, so you're going to bring her back to India one day?
Definitely yes.
Oh, that might be challenging for her. Hyderabad or Frisco, Texas more?
Hyderabad, of course.
Hyderabad, of course. Then I have to ask, why are you here in Frisco?
I had to. Feels like I'm still in my hometown.
Really?
Everybody from my hometown here.
Wow. So you moved all the way from Hyderabad, thousands of miles away,
To Hyderabad.
to Hyderabad in Texas. The
Yes, I moved from the Hyderabad to the fucking Hyderabad, and that is wonderful because I have all my friends with me. I'm working on my Indian. I am working on my Indian, okay? Thank you. Come again. But again, these are people that are engaging. These are people that want to talk. These are people that, they are saying, yeah, I'm H1B. Yeah, I'm H1B. Yeah, I am. What was the other one? F1B. What did one say? You go from H1B to F1B to OPT to preferential treatment. 70% of our H1B visas are to one group of people. And I know I'm jumping around a little bit because I honestly didn't have this. I didn't have time to line all these up. But let me go through a couple more of these guys for you. And this is when he starts figuring out, like, okay, we have what was he calling them? Let's say, he'll say it.
Your neighbors?
No idea.
No idea? Okay, thanks so much.
It costs money to rent this place. And it's during business hours during the week.
It's a ghost office, a shell. They have paper compliance. They have the physical location they can register their H-1Bs to, and then they can send them off to go work elsewhere. So V4 Tech Inc., completely empty. They should be here. Someone should be here. 420. This is going to be a good one.
And there were more ghost offices all over this complex.
All right, we got no sign on this one. Hello? Hello? They ever show up here? Yeah. I just want to ask you, do you guys actually have neighbors? Does anyone ever show up?
That's a great question.
It's a good question, right?
That's a great question. Why are you asking this question?
Because we're convinced that this is a body shop. They have paper compliance, and no one actually works out of here. There's like 9 separate units in this business complex. No one's here. These ghost offices. I'm ready. Yeah.
Is that on?
It's on. We're ready.
Good. He's thinking correctly. You are thinking correctly.
NG Talent Tech Group LLC, based in this office, filed 23 LCAs, and there wasn't a soul in their unit. Everything was empty.
Now, this is during a work day. They showed the time. It was 3 o'clock on a work day. But what's the theme that you're seeing here, that you're seeing develop, okay? And this is what everybody has to understand, and I'm going to let this guy say it before I do.
Martin Preti.
Yeah. I want everybody to enjoy the life, but at the end of the day, we want to do it right.
My beef isn't with the Indian people. It's with the system that are allowing them to do what we are experiencing here.
It's the system that's allowing them to do what we're experiencing here. This is what I think everybody has to wrap their head around. I'm not going after the group of people so much in Lakewood. I'm going after the group of people that are paying the group of people that allows the other group of people to take advantage of the system. I'm looking at the people and I'm calling out the system that allows their systems to be completely molested. I'm looking at the politicians that allow our tax dollars to be molested by certain groups in different ways. And if you notice, you have certain groups that have they have an Indian lobby. Now, I got to ask everybody, how is it that foreign lobbies are more powerful in our government than your own representatives and the American people? You have these foreign lobbies that get these special preferential, just money deals from our government at the American taxpayer expense. And there's no end in taxes in sight. No end in sight. And no matter where you look, no matter what community does it, if they are a community and they stick together and they're only their community and they're insulated, they have a system that's robbing every single one of you taxpayers. And that system has been designed by your politicians that many of you have voted for. This is not about the group, the religion, the people. This is about the people that allow the people to be corrupted in the first place. One thing I know about jerk-offs, if you give them a way to manipulate the system and take advantage of a system and drain a system, humans are going to do it. This is why all the feel-good policy doesn't work. This is why all the feel-good, oh, you got to give people, you got to take care of this, you got to take care of that. It doesn't work because somewhere there'll be a politician looking to give this money out because you know what? They know that it comes back to them in campaign donations. All of this is so very clear. And Tyler does a great job of explaining how they do it.
Out of all the 50,000 plus visa applications, how many of those were legitimate?
There were, easily between 70 to 80%. That was my denial rate. And we created that gold rush.
One example of how H-1B Indians are used to suppress American wages, it all starts with this guy who needs some more cheap labor. To avoid the headache and costs of hiring an American, he outsources the job to an IT staffing company. This IT staffing company claims to have an army of high-skilled H-1Bs to fulfill the contract, all at a cheaper cost. And most of the time, these IT staffing companies will rent an office like the empty ones you're about to see, put that address on their H-1B's employees' paperwork, basically telling the government, don't worry, here's the office where he'll be working. But the reality is, the IT staffing company won't use that office for anything and will send the H-1B employee directly to the client's worksite. The client gets cheaper labor without the responsibility of sponsoring the H-1B. The H-1B makes great money compared to what they'd make in India. They can work towards getting a green card in the US, and most importantly, they don't have to live in India. All while the IT staffing company collects the spread between what they underpay their H-1B employee and what the client pays them. It's a win-win-win for everyone but the American worker.
India number one.
Now let's go investigate these genius Indian IT staffing companies littered all over Texas.
So we did. I'm kind of, I'm playing clips because I want you to go watch it. But do you see those guys that are full of mud? Have you ever seen those giant smacking videos? Oh man, I absolutely love them. Check this one out. I'm gonna play something really quick and fun for you.
When I asked him to swear on his mother's name, he postured up. I thought he was going to throw down. I thought I was going to get punched for the first time in my life by an Indian. So this is a me.
You do not talk about my mother, okay? I would have punched you in your gut. I would punch you in your face. I'm learning how to do it. And I'm trying very hard to do it. And I will punch you. Okay? That's little Tony Montana right there. I said Joe Montana. Oh man, you got to love this. And then he goes to say, this is going to be the last one I play here. This is I think this sums up what I think every single one of us feel happens with so many of these groups and so much of our tax dollars and so much of our economy. Listen.
Yeah, I'm conducting a workplace investigation.
You're from News, right?
Correct.
Then how are you inside a private?
I just knocked on the door and you guys let me in.
And we would like you to go on.
And I'm heading out. All right, 1300 West Walnut Hill Lane, Irving, Texas. Let's go.
Finding an Indian in an office was like a needle in a haystack. Most of the time, my knocks were met with silence and a locked door. The American economy seemed faker to me by the second.
No one's here at either of the Pamela locations.
Margins for these IT staffing companies must have been enormous. To rent offices purely to achieve compliance on paper for the labor condition applications they needed for their H-1B armies.
So, again, what did he say there? The American economy seems fake. The American economy seems fake. Because you have a situation where you can't even see people working. You see this with daycares. You've been seeing this with Medicaid, different doctors' offices, different staffing issues like that. Now you're seeing it with H-1B. Now you're seeing it with IT firms. You're seeing it with people being paid on F1 student visas when they're actually working and being paid cash under the table at lower rates. You're seeing all this stuff take place. And it's the same story. No matter where you go, there's always some type of group that is ripping off the government. And every time the excuse is, well, they push the economy a lot. They provide a lot for the economy in as far as money and taxes and all that stuff, and their crime rate's really low. Everything you see it here for every group. And then you hear the old, Indians now are living in fear because they're bringing on hate, and and every group is starting to say the same bullshit. That, you do not like what I do, and I live in fear because they say to me things. I am not messing with the government. I'm not stealing tax dollars. And the whole time I'm sitting here like, it's funny Tyler didn't get removed yet. Nobody canceled his shit. He's back. No outrage. Nobody going crazy. That's funny, isn't it? And why is it? He did something brilliant, everybody. He used the same exact headline, did the same exact story on a different group of people. And the Indians are sitting there like, hey, what the fuck? The Jews, man, the Jews. Look at the Jews. Don't look at us. I have dots on my head. They wear the yarmulke. They're sitting there asking why is it that he could be removed for all this shit, but they're going at us? And all of a sudden, you don't see groups going at him. You don't see groups attacking him. You don't see him being monetized. He had 4 different commercials in that thing. No advertiser, no one has a problem going after Indians, do you? So far, the approved groups that we can fuck with are Somalis and Indians. One non-approved group, well, you really, sometimes you go after the blacks, only if it's regarding welfare and other shit like that. Then you can rip into the blacks. You can rip into the Mexicans for whatever you want. The Italians, you can absolutely destroy. But don't talk about that one magic group. The one magic group. And let me tell you what that magic group just did. Okay? And it's one of the most disgusting things I think I've ever seen, period. The Israeli defense minister, as of March 31st, Israel Katz announced that the Israel Defense Forces, the IDF, will occupy a significant swath of southern Lebanon up to the Litani River to establish, listen to this shit, and a permanent security zone. The strategy aims to create a buffer against Hezbollah, preventing the residents' return, and potentially demolishing border villages of Lebanese. They are actively going into another country and seizing another country and imposing their will on another sovereign country. Where I got news for you. Hezbollah was created to stop Israeli aggression on their people. That's where Hezbollah fucking came from. Katz specified that the IDF will control the area from the border up to the Litani River, a 20-mile depth in some areas. Even after the war against Hezbollah continues, hundreds of thousands of residents who fled southern Lebanon will not be allowed to return to their homes in this zone. You will not be allowed to return to your homes. So Israel seized control of more land. What did I say months ago? They're going to have to go after parts of Lebanon, parts of Libya, parts of Syria. Pretty soon it's going to be parts of Iran, parts of Jordan, parts of Turkey, parts of Egypt. They're showing you by their actions what the fuck they are doing. The security zone mentioned applies to similar taxes to those used in Gaza, including the potential demolition of villages near the border. If you've noticed, have you seen the Israeli bulldozers, the fucking D10s that they have the giant ripper shanks on the back of, just ripping up Palestinian roads? Just ripping up roads. The goal, the explicit aim, is to ensure the security of northern Israeli residents by eliminating Hezbollah's presence near the border. So steal land. You know, we supplied the Ukraine with billions and billions and billions of dollars because they were getting land stolen from them from Russia. But now we are actively helping steal land for Israel from how many different countries in the Middle East now? This is stealing land. This is the stuff that is absolutely insane. And Israel plans to destroy multiple Lebanese border towns to maintain its occupation of southern Lebanon after its ground invasion ends, Defense Minister said. The Defense Minister said it. These are his fucking words. And it's, you know, everyone wonders why there's hate. You know, occupation brings hate. And you know what? Everybody wants to point fingers because I've been accused of, oh, you're doing nothing but stoking hate for a particular group. Yeah, me talking about, some guy actually said that I'm sinning and my sins will be dealt with God for creating hate for his people. That's what somebody said to me online. And I'm like, well, me pointing out your sins isn't creating hate. Your sins are what's creating hate. Your occupation of these areas are what created hate. Your occupation of these areas are what created Hezbollah in the first place. Hezbollah's the only ones that are protecting their people. Do you guys understand that? On Wednesday, I recorded a bunch of a Lebanese girl, a very smart, intelligent, well-spoken Lebanese woman. Listen to her on Piers Morgan. You know, I want to listen to everybody. I want to hear where they're coming from. She's like, they're the ones that rose up and protected us. We were being attacked nonstop. They protected us. And it's like this, everybody just wants everybody to sit there and we haven't gotten past war. I don't know. There's something very wrong with all of this. With every last bit of it. Let's hear what the funniest part about it is, though.
And the funniest part, if these were truly high-skilled Germans or Poles, we'd welcome the net positive. Instead, we get low-quality scammers with fake degrees, abusing our systems meant for generational Americans.
And America is an idea. It lives in the hearts of all of us, the 243,000 residents of Frisco, and I say this with love. Thank you all for being here.
So I love that message. You know, we are being inundated with scammers, and we're being inundated with scammers that kick back, and are able to lobby our government officials that we vote for better than we could lobby for ourselves. And when we try to lobby for ourselves, what are we told? Silence! Shut the fuck up. Sit down and go away. Shut up and pay the bill. Shut up and pay your taxes. More taxes and more taxes and more taxes. And oh, you want accountability? Too bad. We're not fucking giving it to you. And if you ask for it, you're a racist. Are you sick and tired of it yet? Because I am. I try to keep these shows incredibly fun. But sometimes, you know, when you declare war on me, that war is what you're going to get. And I am over all of this. I am over being used as the fucking ATM machine for fraudsters. I'm sick and tired of it. And everyone wonders why, you know, we don't trust the government, because it's not working for me and you. None of it's designed for me and you. It's all designed for their lobbyists. And if you have seen anything from what I've done, from what Tyler's done, from what all of these people have done, is that there are special programs for special groups. And the special group is not American. I'll get the last couple of chats here. I don't think Rumble likes it. The shit freezes up. Yeah, you know what? Anytime I start talking about Richie Roberts, I saw that I lost sound or something at some point. Anytime I start doing that, it gets messed with. I got to tell you, Yankee 68. I feel like a schmuck, having worked my whole life. I want reparations. Yeah, man. Again, I just paid $6. I just paid $6, $125 for a half a tank of gas. Israel, I want my reparations for this war. This is your war. This isn't going to benefit me at all. I want reparations. It's like bananas with rice. Taxes equal reparations. I'm with you, Yankee 68. Let's get to the YouTube. All right. My man. Let's see. NJ Pool Player. NJ Pool Player, new name. Love it. Got my popcorn, liked and subscribed. NJ Pool Player, love it. Now what you got to do is finger the fuck out of my like button. And listen, everybody, if you do support the show and you want to support me, I do want to do this more time, like full time. I want to go and I want to haggle every other government. I want every local government. I want to go to Washington. I want to screw with these people, and I want to represent you. And I don't want to represent you I may run for politics one day, but I want to represent you by being your voice if you want me to be that. And if you do support me, I would love it. We have Susan. Susan is a trifecta giver. This one was $20. I love you, Susan. If you have Zelle, scan it right now. You can always donate to my cause. I really appreciate it, only if you have it. If you don't have it, the best thing you can do to help me, guys, honestly, is share the show, share my videos, and finger blast my like buttons, man. When you do that and you comment and you are engaged, commenting and sharing and liking are the absolute best thing that you could do for me. A lot of you guys ask me, how can I help? The way you can help is if you feel moved to do something, go ahead and share this. Let's get the message out. We have to get the message out. And I tell you, I say we are caltrops all the time. You have to be a caltrop in your own mind, guys. You have to be your own defense mechanism. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of watching the silent majority get ran over by the loud-ass, ridiculous minority. I'm sick and tired of watching the silent majority feel helpless. I'm sick and tired of watching the silent majority live in fear. I'm sick and tired of watching the silent majority have no representation. I'm sick and tired of watching the silent majority fight over some left and right Democrat, Republican horseshit when not one of those groups of people are representing you, no matter what letter you identify as. I'm sick and tired of the silent majority being silent. And what have you heard today? Silence. You will be silenced. No, the fuck we won't. Tell you that right now. Not happening. Mama, let's get to the last bunch of the chats here. I love it, NJ Pool Player. Thank you for that. That's why we need Mama 884 says, wait, my ma'am says, by the way, I can't read when I'm doing this shit sometimes, okay? That's why we need more than two parties, need oversight citizen groups to oversee where these politicians are getting their donations from. No LLCs, foreign lobbies, big businesses, none. I'm with you. You know what I would love? I would love a accountability council in every single district that has a representative to Congress. And I want it to be made up of Republicans and Democrats that are willing to hold the person accountable to the people and to what they say and what they campaign on. And I would love it if they have taken campaign donations, been unethical, not representing the people, would rather represent a foreign country. That I would love it if that public accountability council locally can revoke that guy from being able to run for any type of office. And it should be made up of the people of that area. Another way you solve this stuff, guys, is we have to have spend limits on Congress and spend limits on all of these. That way regular people could actually run. Because when you have outside money in a congressional seat where you have $12 million being spent and $1 million being spent on the other side, that is not a fair system that's going to be able to represent you. That means you are going to be forced candidates that are bought and paid for by other people that don't represent you. And that's how we get fucked. Jack Burton says, this isn't a game, though. This isn't a game. I completely agree with you. Mama, or my ma'am says, give me a grant to start a business that I can pyramid my family in, stay tax exempt, watch store owns, shop in Costco. You're not even playing around. Jack Burton, 100% MAGA supports the war. CNN told me so. Don't you love it? Oh man, everybody, there's MAGA people like me, and I'm full MAGA. I was on the MAGA train in 2015 before he even declared he was running. I said that's my guy, and I am fully against this. And Laura K, you have been so stellar. Thank you very much for watching. She says agree. I absolutely love every single one of you guys. Any other comments in the chat? Where is George? Not here, man. He's not here. I'm telling you, he's just not here. Let's go, Mike. Stop the construction, the corruption. True blue. You mean be honest? Yep, man. Let me tell you something. Anybody, I have a seat right there, and I have another window right next to me. I go into two window modes. I send you a link. You could be in the show. If anybody, and I say this all the time, this goes for everybody involved. If any of you want to come and talk, not threaten, not try to intimidate, but talk, I'm right here. And if you want to do the other things, I'm right here as well. I don't give a shit. I'll have fun talking or everything else. I'm going to enjoy my life. And thank you for everybody that's concerned about me. I can't handle myself. Jay Calvin says, I agree, Yankee. I feel abused and offended. We are abused and offended. But thank you guys very much for joining me. Listen, man, if you know everybody and you know these people involved, reach out. I am extending olive branches left and right, people. I've been very nice to everybody that has come on this show with the exception of maybe 2 people. That's because you guys were ignorant. You get ignorant with me, I'm going to rip you apart. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for being a caltrop. Thank you for being involved. And being involved, I'm telling you, it has already reaped benefits locally for me. It's producing benefits for a lot of people locally in a lot of different local towns, and you're watching this local movement. Get involved locally. Get involved with what's going on in your lives. And I say this to everybody. I'm going to say it one more time. Whether you're involved with politics or these issues in Lakewood or the issues that bother you in your town, your state, your country, these issues are thrust on you. You don't have a choice but to be involved. They involve you, whether you want to put your head in the sand and not be involved. It involves you one way or the other. So I, for one, would rather have a say in what I'm involved in. And you know what? I think we're already starting to scream. I think we are starting to scream. We're making our voices heard. Thank you, everybody, for being with me. I really appreciate you. Everybody, now, every one of you that has called me names, ball's over the net. Your turn to swing. Ball's in your court. What are you going to do? I have a feeling you are not going to take me up on any of my offers. But let's see what happens. Stay tuned. Stay ready. Stay being a caltrop. Thank you, guys. This caltrop is out. Later.